Yeah, stream again. Wow. Alright, let's move on to YouTube for a second. We gotta get real here, guys. We gotta get real. Let's check my Wi-Fi. Let's see if it's connected well. It is. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if my Wi-Fi just dies midstream, because my Wi-Fi is really bad currently. And I do not know why. For some reason, my Wi-Fi is just terrible right now. There's just no reasoning behind it. It's just like my Wi-Fi sometimes just dies. And that can happen midstream too. It's not like my Wi-Fi is like, oh, this guy's streaming. This guy's streaming. You gotta protect him from his bad Wi-Fi doings. You know, none can protect me from this shit. If my Wi-Fi's bad, then it's fucking bad. Right. Just ate the biggest bowl of spaghetti, bro. And that made me full as fuck. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, that one viewer. Well, fun fact. I had one viewer last night. Right? And I was like, damn, it's like 1 a.m. and someone's still joining in for stream. Wonder who it is. And then they never responded, and they just left stream without telling who they are, bro. So sad, bro. I don't bite, man. Come on, I don't bite. I'll greet my viewers with pure joy. I'm not gonna be like, man, we got one viewer, man, get out. I am not that type of person to do that, bro. Alright, man. Streaming. Hard job, man. Just sit around all day watching YouTube videos. Hey, Kevin. How's your vacation doing? How's your vacation, bro? My vacation's doing well. Ah, that bowl of spaghetti is killing me, man. Just home, sleep. I can relate. And what I'm gonna do? Watch YouTube videos. You know, I streamed at 4 p.m. last night, and of course I want to watch the stream, bro. Chef PP and stuff. Also, who's Green Vault Line? Never seen you before. A new face. As I said, people who watch the streams, there's only two options. One, they came back from the good old Hive days where I used to stream Minecraft. Or second, they just randomly stumble upon my stream for no reason and they just enter in. It's either those two options, but we don't know. Because I don't remember the name Green Vault Line. Recall if he had like some secret connection with me back in the good old Minecraft day. You know? Yeah. Anyways, I'm bored, guys, so we're gonna be watching some videos. And the first one I can relate to so bad, bro. Why is Sonic merch so expensive? For real, I've been a Sonic fan since like the 1960s, bro. I've been a Sonic fan since I was in the womb of my mother, man. And for some reason, the merch is just so expensive. 1940? You must be one of my ancestors. Must be one of my ancestors, bro. Nice seeing you, buddy. What, are you gonna be all up in the Lion King shit like Mufasa and shit, bro? Oh, no. Anyways, I'm gonna be watching this. Woohoo! Ads. No, okay, surprisingly, I did not get any ads. Alright, so, listen up. I've been a Sonic fan since I was in the womb. And I wanted to buy merch of it when I was young. But sadly, back then, I couldn't find any fucking merch. I don't know why. The merch of Sonic was just so hard to find. Cost like, every single time I wanted to buy those Sonic figures from Jazzwares, they'd cost like $100 each in my country. Which is dumb, because I got a San A Bowser Jr. plush for like $2 on TikTok Online Shop. But a Jazzwares Sonic 3-inch is $100. That's so unfair, man.
If you're like me, you collect Sonic figures. If you're exactly like me,
No, I do not collect Sonic figures. I mainly collect Mario. Because why? They're so fucking
You
expensive.
used to collect them back when you were 11 or 12, bought every single one that you could find, cried on your 13th birthday when you got a Sir Lancelot Shadow the Hedgehog figure.
Bro, what do you mean? I ain't got Sonic figures from birthday, bro. All I got on my birthday was an ass whooping. An ass whooping and a wishful, thankful birthday.
I was 13. And amounted an extremely large collection before later selling it all to fund a PC that you're realizing now if you just held on to those figures in today's market, you could have bought your first house's down payment, then saw...
Exactly. The Sonic the Sonic Knights figure, bro. I don't know what the Lancelot Sonic figures from Jazzware. They cost a shit ton now. Now, the exact amount, I don't really know because I don't really search Sonic shit. But yeah. It's basically like, wow, man, I could buy in my entire house.
Sonic 3 and something inside you clicked and you started buying them all again. Then you're like me. Now, is the market really that bad right now for Sonic figures? No.
Yes.
I'm dramatic, and that is something that we're going to have to get used to together. Back in the day, the license for Sonic toys belonged...
Toy Island wasn't even so bad, bro. They're just like vinyl. I mean, Tails looks a bit awkward there, but like, as a figure company, you know, you don't need too much articulation, you know what I mean? Oh, damn, why is the internet like that? Oh, gosh. Why is it 720p, 60 FPS? No, turn that shit to 480p. That's gonna turn my internet into fucking bite-sized. No, 480p is correct, bro. I can't believe YouTube just tried to kill my stream with 720p quality, 60 FPS in this video. No, I'm not letting that happen. Anyways, as I said, you know, 2 viewers right now in chat. I would appreciate a drop in the like, you know what I mean, so my stream doesn't look pathetic. Anyways, yeah, was this Toy Island? Yeah, it wasn't. It doesn't look too bad, man. They look like more Ben Presto vinyl figures. You know, Ben Presto, that company that makes anime figures, mainly looks like that. They made Mario figures also that can move like this.
Is the one I'm focusing on right now. Why? Because these were the holders of the license during the time of Sonic Adventure and Sonic X, two massive staples in the Sonic franchise.
Sonic X was a shit show, bro. I did not like Sonic X. It was so boring, bro. I'd rather play Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. That had a better storyline.
Franchise. We got characters like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Rouge, Shadow, everyone getting figures that...
I hate how these figures only... The one problem with this, though, unlike the Mario figures that were made by Ben Presto that looks good in all angles, this only looks good in a certain angle. If you put Rouge, the fucking the bat, in front of the desk and she's facing forward, that's not gonna look too good at all. You know what I mean? It's not gonna look too good at all because she's looking sideways. It's like basically like you know my Mario figure, right? The eyes can follow you, and I hate that because like I can't pose it in certain directions, bro, because they just keep staring at me. Please.
Looked great for the time. Then around the 2008 mark, Jazzwares got the license for Sonic, and holy crap, they made everyone.
They made everyone expensive also. Man, bro. It would have taken me to sell my entire fucking house to get a 3-pack of Super Shadow, Super Sonic, and Super Silver. I would have had to sold my entire house to get those 3. Yeah.
We finally got figures for the Chaotix, Metal Sonic, Blaze, then Sonic Generation.
Okay, we got a shit ton of roster here, bro. These figures broke easily, though, as I recalled. Cause why? You see those joints? Yeah, they're not like exactly that, you know, durable. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Hold on, I can't really get a closer look, but you see how Silver has a bunch of lumps in his legs? Yeah, that's basically the main issue to why the Jazzwares figure keeps breaking. Is all the lumps in the... Basically, each bend on the arm has like a... It's like, the articulation looks weird. That's why figures like Eggman don't really break easily. But figures like Sonic does. And why? I don't really know.
And Sonic's 20th anniversary happened, and we got figures like the Classic line, and Iblis Henchman, and Doomseye, and Egg Robos, and it was the peak time to be a collector. I can proud...
It was, man. It was, man. You seen those... You guys seen those, if you guys were born in America and you lived in the 2012 era or 2000 and something, I forgot when Jazzwares released their shit. But basically, if you went to Toys R Us, you see aisles and aisles of Sonic shit, bro. You could make a fucking Jazzware Sonic pillow fort. That's how big the stuff was back in the days, bro. That's how big the stuff was back in the days. Now what do we get? We get fucking 6-inch Sonic movie figure lines, which, mind you, is probably the best Sonic figure that has ever existed. Fuck the collector's edition figure, bro. That shit sucks ass. It's overpriced. The movie figures are better. But man, I miss the Jazzwares shit.
Say, this is when
Even though I wasn't really there to collect it though.
I remember my friend down the street talking about how our local Target had restocked on the Silver and Iblis Biter 2-pack, and I ran inside my house and screamed that we needed to go to Target now since Silver's one.
We needed to go to Target now to get Excalibur, Sonic, and Sir Lancelot Shadow the Hedgehog. It's a good financial decision. I can buy an entire house for you.
Sonic characters ever, and 40 minutes later, I had his Silver in my hand. Rest in peace, my beautiful Silver and Iblis Biter.
Oh, there you go. Yes, the joints. Y'all see the joints? See the big ass lumps that for some reason makes them look muscular? That shit always broke back in the days. Even if listen, I don't have the toy in hand, but I can tell those are gonna break easily, especially with how rough kids are playing it. That's why keep it in the box, kids.
My PC was not worthy. Then characters like Rouge the Bat and Metal Sonic 3.0 were planned for the Jazzwares line, but got canceled and never released. I actually had the Rouge and Shadow comic 2-pack pre-ordered on Toy Wiz, and remember the email saying it had been canceled, and I was heartbroken. Then I stopped paying attention to the figures for a while, and bam, dude, Jakks Pacific.
Jakks Pacific was goated though. I ain't gonna lie. Why is my internet so bad? Whatever, I don't care. I was about to watch YouTube. Anyways, bro, Jakks Pacific. Back then, I heard people weren't too fond of the line, but nowadays, bro, Jakks Pacific is goated, bro, in every single aspect way possible. At least in my opinion, they beat Jazzwares in every single level possible. Articulation, sculpting, yada yada yada, all that. I mean, like, the only thing Jazzwares has going for them is their unique, like, style, you know what I mean? Like, you just see a Jazzwares Sonic toy in box and you're like, oh shit, I gotta have this shit. But when you see like a Jakks Pacific Sonic toy in like a regular Walmart, you're like, those are alright, I can get it next time, you know what I mean? Now, I don't know, the Jazzwares shit felt a little more exclusive, you know what I mean? Or maybe because we were like, or maybe because we were just blinded by nostalgia.
Really hit the ground running, pun intended. They were releasing niche characters fast, pun intended, and a lot of them were characters Jazzwares, or even the ones before Jazzwares, had never touched, like Omega, or Metal Sonic 3.0 again, or Infinite, or Mephiles. God, I love you, Mephiles. Now, Infinite didn't exist.
Mephiles, if y'all see a Mephiles up in your Walmart, bro, get it, man. That shit's gonna be worth a fortune. That shit's gonna be worth a fortune. Let me tell you something. Mephiles is gonna be so expensive.
Back then, so I'll give them that, but they were literally toys labeled as Sonic 2006 Iblis Biters Silver. Us never even getting the base form Mephiles was really weird because they already had the shadow mold. They could have just made it gray. Rouge and Amy were interesting cases, however. See, toy companies don't think about losers or loser sex appeal. They don't think, oh, teenage boys will buy this Booby the Bat figure.
You join in at the worst time possible. We're talking about the best Sonic the Hedgehog character. I'm kidding. Now we're seeing like how iconic Sonic merch is so expensive. Like, honestly, bro, I could buy like fucking a Sonic merchandise. There's like a certain merchandise that probably costs $1,000 right now, man. I hate it.
Her name's Rouge, sir. What'd I say? No, they think teenage boys, the target demographic for Sonic, will buy Shadow and Sonic and Silver, and that's why despite there being at least...
What do you mean, bro? If I was a kid back in the days, I'm buying Rouge the Bat, bro. What do you mean, Shadow? I don't care about Sonic and Shadow, bro. Give me $20. Listen, if I was a kid and my mom gave me $20, and Sonic and Shadow were $10 each, and Rouge the Bat was $20, you know which one I'm getting. Rouge.
Least 8 characters they could have done from Sonic and the Black Knight. They chose Lancelot, Excalibur Sonic, and a character who literally only exists in that game's party mode. Amy and Blaze were right there in the main story as main characters.
I mean, like, I don't see the point of making figures of them if they just have the same design. Might as well just make something a little more exclusive, like the Excalibur Sonic. That shit had a better design. And for some reason, I just gained like 4 viewers out of nowhere. Alright, whatever. Hey, chat. Yeah, my internet's so bad right now. I don't know why, man. Let me check my Wi-Fi and see what's good. Oh yeah, correct Wi-Fi. Man, I wanna get Sonic merchandise. I'm stuck with my Mario shit. Stuck with that Mario shit.
Toy companies, especially Jazzwares and Jax, seem to focus on those 3 characters specifically because that's what.
Yeah, Sonic Shell, and Shadow, bro. You gotta complete the consumption market for teenage boys back in the days, man. Edgy as fuck. They'd get Sonic and Shadow plaster all over everything and play Wake Me Up as I Can't Wake Up. You know, no one wanted Rouge the Bat. Even as a kid, I loved Rouge the Bat.
They think that the target demographic will buy. And they're right. But this also leads to companies not making a lot of Rouge merch because they have no faith that it will sell. Similar to Jazzwares.
To be fair, this was back in the days, so Rouge the Bat probably wasn't that big of a character. But nowadays, make a Rouge the Bat figure, everyone's gonna buy it. I think there's a Sonic board. There's a board game for everything, bro. There's probably an Angry Birds board game out there somewhere, which there is. I know there is. We're gonna search that up in a second. Hold on. Yeah, let's search that up in a second so we don't forget. Angry Birds. Board game. Is there a commercial for it? We'll just watch kids play with it, I guess.
Whereas Amy, God, she was so hard to find, and I only ever got her because someone on eBay was selling a loose one for $40 at the time. Scammed, actually. She could.
That looks so ass. That looks so ass. I'd rather get a shitty Jack Specific one. $200. $200. As seen on games. Well, she doesn't look like she belongs in the games. First of all, her body is so short for some reason. And her head is so small. Okay, whatever, man.
Goes for a lot more now. I bought her, then had to buy her hammer later on. Companies do not have faith in making girl toys because to them they won't sell. Jax saw the other companies talking about this and spat in their.
Man, if only the entire population of the Sonic fandom is a Gooner fan base, which some of them are. I've seen like people doing tickling their winkles to the Rouge the Bad doll, but nowadays, bro, the Rouge will probably sell more than Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic will ever. I'm kidding.
Faces, then made a 4-inch Rouge, a 2.5-inch Rouge, a Sonic Prime Rouge, 4 Sonic Prime Amy's, a Blaze, and holy crap, who could have guessed? The last Rouge figure, mind you, was from.
Exactly. People want to do women figures. Was all you probably did it to cream the fucking rabbit, did you? I'm kidding. The Walt Thomas community, there's no pedos in the Walt Thomas community, guys. If there is a pedo, we'll kick him out, bro. Kick him out. Kick all the pedos out. I hate pedos. I've seen that one video of that one guy throwing a fucking pumpkin to a pedophile's head, and that was the funniest video I've ever seen.
Sonic X, and they did not make a lot of them. I want to put this into perspective for you. Jazzwares made a transparent blue Sonic that has.
Oh yeah, and that's definitely gonna sell well. You can see the joints. You can see the fucking stupid ass joints that they can break off easily. That's so funny, bro. I was more to tell. Tails is a boy, bro. Tails is a boy, man. What do you? Well, I mean, I got no judge, bro. No judge, bro. I'm not judging, bro. At the end of the day, it's all up to you, to your the fuck was it again? Sexual preferences. We are a loving community.
Never shown up in the games before they made someone who was in almost every mainline modern Sonic game since 2006. This has led to characters like Rouge, who is finally getting the spotlight, to already be inflated to around 4. And that's the problem with niche characters, and releases those figures out to retailers at one time.
But yeah, Jax is a little more. Jax. Whoa, my gosh, bro, the Wi-Fi is terrible. Let me check the stream. Oh my gosh, the Wi-Fi is terrible. Oh, damn. The stream delay must be terrible right now. I guess my Wi-Fi is just that ass today. I guess my Wi-Fi is just that bad today, huh? Let me check the stream delay. I'll wait, let me. About usual. Oh, really now? It says like 300 it was like 200 kbps, bro. 200 kbps. I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. You know? I mean, what those tails do, right? I don't know. Wrap around you, I guess.
A few months
5 seconds? How is it that I have worse kbps, but I have better stream delay? Wait, what? What do you mean it's good, bro? My kbps was so ass. It was down to 2,000, bro. Okay, whatever.
later, the former wave gets stopped on distribution, and new waves come out. Almost every wave contains a Sonic. Why wouldn't it? He's the name of the game. But characters like Omega and Mephiles only appear in 1 or 2 waves, if even that. Super...
Just buffers so... Yeah, it's good. The stream just buffers so much. What do you mean buffers? It's like YouTube, the Friday Night Funkin' trend has died, bro. Stop making my stream buffer. I'm not gonna do the The stream delay is only good when you pause the video. That's why I need to pause the video a lot. And that's why I need to pause the video a lot.
Shadow with the Red Chaos Emerald, I just sparked so many people's PTSD, was only released in 1 wave, I think.
And now it's the rarest figure in the fucking... I'm kidding. It's normal when you're watching though.
This makes it so the...
You know the strategy is? You know what the strategy is? The strategy is to just let it play out, and then so like when I play the video it doesn't lag. It just let it play out so YouTube like renders the video. So you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
farther back the wave they are, the more expensive they are because it just makes them harder to find. Same thing with Omega. He's going for like $170 right now because...
What? $170? $170?
because he hasn't been seen since 2022. That's the last time he was in a...
What do you mean you don't know what I mean? You know how, I do not know how to explain it. Alright, never mind.
that actually got store distribution. Or, dare I even say it, Neo Metal Sonic. Now, how could Jax fix this? Increase their wave size, or even mix it up a little bit. The next wave has S...
I don't know. I mean, this is the first time I'm gonna recommend this, but release variants, my guy. Jax needs to release some variants. You know what I mean? You know?
coming, which we haven't seen in a while, and he'll be in stores more, but it leaves much to be desired with characters who've been MIA since 2022, like Omega. Or, an even easier fix, make the characters available online and make the waves purely store distribution, so that way you have every character available up to stores, and that's what people can actually go out.
Good idea. That's what amiibos. Oh gosh, you see that? 2,500 kbps. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, by the way, Thomas, what's up? What's up, buddy? You can say anything to me. I'm a friendly individual. Like post, man. I only know what you know those animation YouTubers that releases dumb board games from time to time, like the odd ones out. Yeah, that's the only thing I know that released post 2000s.
Find. It makes it still exciting to go out and search and find the figures, but it also lets you purchase the figures that you're looking for online if they're not available to you and you don't have to pay the scalper's price. I don't know how figure manufacturing works.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm talking about.
So don't come for my throat if there's some reason they couldn't do this I'm unaware of. I'm literally just the person reading the screen, I promise. But that is all I have for you guys. I'll try to post more.
Yeah, Rose Sonic merch is so expensive. Anyways, let's look at the Angry Birds board game.
The fun of Angry Birds in real life with
This is not a board game. I just wanted to show you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. The Odd Ones Out card game.
By Mattel. Use the mission cards to build up the castle.
You know, stream is so bad right now in the audio. Oh, never mind. That's the highest quality for the
game and destroy the pigs. Score points to win.
Does this count as a board game? I guess it does, cause like, no, wait. What do you define a board game? Game made out of cardboard? Toys of sorts, but I would count it as a board game because of the. I would, yeah, I would. I mean, like Jenga is a board game. Jenga's a board game. Yeah, that's a board game. Definitely.
Build, launch, and destroy. With Knock on Wood by...
Man, if I had this back then, bro. I would be the coolest kid ever, bro. Coolest kid. Yeah, that's just competitive Jenga. I know, with scores and shit. Jerkmate ranked. There's nothing to do with the conversation, but I just wanted to mention that.
Mattel.
Well, is that the only Angry Birds? Is that really the?
This used to be the most.
Let me. Do you know about this? Do you know? I watched this. What is jerk? Wait, that shit looks like a bad. I know I would buy it. Let me. Jerkmate is like a jerking off with random strangers application type shit. And as you know about this Burger King Pokemon scandal, was a really big deal back in the 90s, 99, bro. Back in 99, you should watch this. Hold on.
This used to be the most dangerous toy in America, and
The Pokeball, by the way. He's referring to the Pokeball. Burgers are too big.
everyone had one. Even when the danger of it was discovered, its distributor refused to recall it.
Yeah, because it made them big money cash, bro. Made them cash, man. Made the money, bro. Man.
This is a story of what happens when profits get in the way of customers' lives. Back in the late 90s, Pokemon Mania was ripping its way through the
Yeah, as I said in yesterday's stream. I'm gonna repeat what I said in yesterday's stream because nobody watched it. Anyways, back in the day, bro, Pokemon was so big, man. I'm talking about people were having fights, bro. Did they swallow the Pokeballs from? No. You're about to see in a second.
United States, so it only made sense for it to be merchandised in any way possible. Plush toys, t-shirts, costumes,
furry suit.
him, and even cologne.
You smell funny.
Jack.
If it had a Pokemon on it, people would buy it. So why not combine the two things Americans love the most?
Fast food and Pokemon.
Food and
Onesies.
free things. In late 1998, the Pokemon Company signed a deal
I think you mean Jigglypuff, you know?
with not McDonald's, not Burger King, but KFC
Who
What?
deserves fried chicken?
What? Did we get it wrong? Oh, no. This is the right video.
Me.
to place free Pokemon-themed toys in their kids' meals. But I don't think they really did that well. The toys weren't really all that cool. They were like puzzles and temporary.
Bro, I hate those type of toys. You know, those are temporary. When did I don't know. Anyways, you know those temporary tattoos. I hate those so much, bro. Fuck those temporary tattoos. One of the worst toys could ever give to a children, bro. Promotes tattoos at a young age. Oh gosh.
tattoos. The only one we actually have a picture of is the Bulbasaur Squirter, which would let
The Bulbasaur. You mean an Ivysaur, bro? Those are banging, bro. Those were temporary, bro. But those were temporary. I hated those. I was like, man, I'm so cool with my fucking Spider-Man tattoo. Next day, you know, they were gone because I took a shower, bro. Because I took a fucking shower, bro. What do you mean those were banging?
you squirt your friends with water. Yeah, I bet parents loved that one. So in 1999, the Pokemon Company jumped ship from KFC and signed a deal
With Burger King. Temporary tattoos. What do you mean, bro? That shit was gone in like 2 seconds after like dumping it in. You know what I mean?
with Burger King to essentially do the same thing, but better. This time to promote the recently released Pokemon movie. In total, they offered 57 unique
57 unique toys. Nothing lasts forever. Actual tattoos last forever. But guess what? They feel like fucking bee stinging over you like 24/7 when you get a tattoo, bro. Because getting tattoo hurts. Anyways, the movie, yeah, the funny ass scene where Ash Ketchum dies. They got like 57 toys and like 151 trading cards. Burger King was going crazy, bro.
collectible toys, all in the shape of a Pokemon. They had keychains, light-up toys,
Come on. If you were a kid and if a nearby fast food chain did this, bro, you would absolutely get at least one. Come on now.
beanbags, spinners, and oh great, more squirters. I actually really don't like saying that word.
What do you mean, bros? The squirters were bomb. Tattoos were not bomb. The squirters were the shit, bro. Man, I used to have a SpongeBob squirter. I used to blast that shit in everyone's faces, bro. Talking about squirting them in everyone. Now that I'm saying that out loud, that just sounds completely wrong.
Each toy would come with its own collectible card and a plastic Pokeball that housed the toy. To get one, all you'd have to do is buy a big kid's meal from Burger King. BK knew they had a home run on the way, and they marketed this
Oh yeah, I did see the video you said on the GC. I'm jaking. I'm finning it.
thing hard. And it worked. Kids all over the country saw these ads on TV and badgered their parents until they took them to Burger King. It was so successful that Burger King started overstaffing their restaurants and
Come on now, if you saw that, bro. Come on. Burger King was smart marketing for this, bro. Come on, man. Who wouldn't want a Mewtwo? But I do have to say the light ups one were the worst because, yeah, it's just like you just put him and it just lights up, bro. Come on, I would.
pulling up on inventory. But even that wasn't enough. The toys were gone so quickly that Burger King had a poster made to give out as compensation if they ran out. They even
Man, fuck the poster. I want a fucking Poliwag water squirter.
made
Fuck the
Tuesday
poster.
nights into trading nights, where you could come on down to Burger King and trade your toys and cards.
Ain't no one is gonna. I'm gonna tell you something. No kid is ever gonna trade their talking Pikachu plush for a stupid light on Mewtwo figure. No one is gonna trade that shit, bro. Now, sick a talking Pikachu plush that it would be like back in the days, bro. They underestimated their market power. They underestimated furry Pokemon fans, bro. Have you have any idea what those Vaporeon fanboys can do? Deadly shit, I'm telling you.
With other kids. Again, something else I'm sure parents loved. Obviously, other fast food companies took notice, like McDonald's. When asked
Man, fuck you, McDonald's. You made the worst Pokemon toys. Actually, besides for your Milk Pokemon Black and White promotional, that was actually very good of you. But you ain't beating Burger King, bro. Burger
about
King
it,
was good.
this is what they had to say.
McDonald's says Pokemon did not fit its idea of family values.
Yeah, state your opinion on McDonald's, bro. I'll read it in a second. Anyways, Pokemon used to be satanic for some reason. That's another thing that used to be so funny.
Not just saying that because Burger King got it.
Well,
Who knows?
we thought maybe,
Yeah.
but we don't know for sure.
Oh, I think we know for sure now. This was a big
Yeah, pretty much after the 2000s, man, Pokemon just got the license. The day I ate McDonald's Big Mac was the day I realized fast food can be mediocre. I took a bite optimist, then just realized it was mid. For real, bro. They ain't talking about nothing until they taste KFC or Jollibee, man. Fried chicken fast food is where it's at, bro. Fucking burgers are mid. Fight me.
win for Burger King. So, what was so bad about the toy? Well, it turns out they're still available on eBay over $2.
Not here, though. In Indonesia, y'all have Jollibee. No, but it probably tastes almost the same as KFC. Come on. It can't be that far off, right? It can't be that far off. It's probably just juicy chicken. Man, KFC is banging, bro. I love KFC. Also, these toys are probably worth like $100 in my country because they didn't sell it back in the days in Burger King.
Decades later from resellers. So I bought one to show you guys exactly what made these things so bad. So let's open this thing up. I have no clue which one I'm gonna get because it was from a listing where it was all random.
You're about to see.
Here's the card. This was a little bit of a point of contention as well because the card is not an actual Pokemon card. It's kind of just like a crappy little like card.
Mewtwo just standing there with a big ass dump truck, bro.
One. So this is the toy itself. This is the real problem. Let me open it up first. This right here, the toy in the middle, not the problem.
Exactly. The toys were not a problem, bro. It was the Pokeballs. You're about to see why in a second.
This is... who is this? Hitmonlee. Yeah, he's not the problem. We can get rid of him. We can throw him to the side. This part of the toy is the real problem. Not this half either, so we'll put this to the side.
Yeah, the red part is the problem, bro. Is the problem, bro. You're about to see, bro.
Little red top here. You'll see it disconnects from the bottom of the Pokeball.
Which is
Most modern
stupid.
Pokeballs will have a hinge-like system in the back, so it can't do that. Because you'll notice this little curve right here. For a young kid, it fits perfectly over their nose.
So basically, the toys fit perfectly over their nose, and then just children just suffocated it on it for some reason. Mostly 18 months old, like 4 months old. I'm gonna show you another video talking about it.
Will fit over their mouth, and then much like if you were to put a cup over your mouth and suck in, it suctions. And this
Yeah, it's suction. It's like how a suction cup works. Like you put it. Children, I don't know. Children are stupid as fuck because they put it in their mouth like this. Hold on, let me show me on camera, bro. Whatever. I don't care about the stream quality. I just need to show this because Lemmy's on stream. He can practically handle it. Like hold on. And they suction it in. And they can't get it out because they're stupid. They're like, they can't, what the fuck was I? Yeah, they can't get it out because they're children, man. They're not.
incredibly difficult to get off, you know? It's so small, the kid's face is so small, and the suction is just...
It's like that one Kylie Jenner trend that back in the days where you suction cup your fucking lips into a small cup and then your lips became enlarged. That's how it works, basically.
So powerful, so you can see why this might be an issue. Now, unfortunately, this is where this story gets really sad. A 13-month-old girl was playing...
I'm not gonna lie, my ADHD, I would do it too. I would do it too, but I would get it off, bro. I wouldn't suffocate, like...
with the Pokeball, which was originally purchased for her older sisters, and managed to get it stuck over her nose.
That's how it happened. That's how it happened. I mean, it's sad because like they're children and they can't do anything about it. But Burger King, they should have known better. Cause what the age rating was basically, it says for everyone, every age, everything. But what kid is gonna play with a fucking keychain? Whose kids is gonna play with a fucking keychain, bro? If it's for, I get it. If it's like plush, I get it. If it's like all age rating, it's fair. But a keychain, come on, man. At least like tray it up, bro. That's a choking hazard, also.
And mouth. Her mother was in the shower at the time, and the child sadly passed away. As a result, the consumer...
I get it. This was unexpected, but why didn't they just spend probably making new molds? Like, no. Why can't they just add just one new mold of the Pokeball that add hinges? That add hinges to the Pokeball so it just became one singular piece that just opens and closes. Why can't they just do that? You know what I mean? Instead of recalling it. You don't need to recall it. Well, recalling it, yes. Like, I mean, like, recall it for the parents to return the Pokeballs, but, like, since the toys are so successful and everyone's still buying it, bro, don't stop selling it, bro. Just make hinges to the Pokeballs. I'm sure that'll work. You know what I mean?
Product Safety Commission reached out to Burger King and asked them to stop distributing the toys. You want to know what Burger King responded with?
Sorry, not gonna happen.
But why? Well, a Burger King spokesperson told the CPSC that it was not concluded that the ball was the cause of death.
I mean, I guess it kinda. There's no proof to it. There's no proof to it yet. I guess kinda. But, like, how would you prove it, though? That's the thing. That's what I'm wondering. How would you prove it?
Rather than take action now, they wanted to wait before causing any sort of unnecessary anxiety for parents. And because that sounds like a horrible decision, 10 days later, it happened again. Almost.
It almost happened again 10 days later. Another child that's 18 months old almost did it again. Why, man?
On December 23rd, an 18-month-old Kansas girl got
exactly, bro. Exactly.
Stuck to her face, but luckily her father noticed in time and pulled it off. Burger King knew they couldn't wait anymore. Employees were tasked with opening every toy they still had, removing it from the Pokeball, throwing the Pokeball away, and only including the toy itself in all...
Oh, yeah, okay, well, that's smart at least. Well, no proof. LOL, no proof. No proof.
All future Big Kids meals. As for all the Pokeballs still out there in consumers' homes, they issued a full recall a few days later. and they were not messing around. Although, the CPSC wasn't happy they started the recall early. It seems like no matter what Burger King does, these guys are not a fan of them. Anyway, they ran newspaper ads, bought airtime on TV, sent...
Yeah, there was a recall, there was a recall section on the TV saying like the Pokeball should return, and that shit scared me as a kid. I'll show you the video in a second. If there is, hold on. Pokeball recall. Recall. So yeah, that's basically it. So this was the thing that aired on TV. I'll show you in a second. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Burger King and the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission want you to know about the voluntary recall of this Pokemon Pokeball. The ball may pose a suffocation hazard to children under 3. Throw the ball away or return it to Burger King. The safe...
Imagine watching Cartoon Network at 12 a.m. and that shit just pops up. Imagine watching Cartoon Network at 12 a.m. I think that makes old PSAs like so direct to the point. When they make it, I don't know. I don't know. Why is it just like 2 Pokeballs separated in a fucking eerie room? Throw the balls away. It suffocates children. Oh my gosh, bro. Imagine being a kid and seeing this at 3 a.m. That would scare a kid. That would scare a kid. Oh gosh, bro. Piracy is no party type of screen. Bro, those anti-piracy screens go crazy, bro. Those anti-piracy things go crazy. I think I know why so many people are scared of this. The background, the voice, the static and yada, and the shading under the Poke. I don't know. It's just like, what if you were just watching fucking 4 Kids on your TV, and then like you're watching it at like 9 in the midnight, bro, 9 midnight, and that shit just pops up, interrupting your favorite cartoons. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about that shit? I mean, if I would just like run to my bedroom and already sleep, bro. I would just run to my bedroom and sleep. It's the same feeling I get when back then I used to watch SpongeBob a lot, and I like SpongeBob always I leave the TV. I mean, I used to watch SpongeBob at night, right? And it was like the very early seasons, and immediately upstairs, and then like the ending song always scared me for some reason. SpongeBob ending credits. I don't know. I did not like seeing this edit. This shit scared me when I was a kid. I don't know why. I was just like, I'm not watching this. I'm going upstairs to sleep. Bro, I used to be so scared of this, bro. I don't know, bro. It was like, I don't know, bro. Maybe this video can... Is there a video that can explain it, bro? Let's watch this one. Oh gosh, ads.
Target sighted. Roger.
I was a cartoon. Oh my gosh, ads, shut up. There you go.
4?
I watched this video back in the days. Anyways, I was a Cartoon Network kid. We had cable or something. I mean, I was also a Cartoon Network kid, bro. But I used to watch SpongeBob every now and then. The same type of shit I feel every night, bro. Watching the SpongeBob credits. This is how it basically was. Gosh, my TV looked exactly like this too. It looked exactly like this. That's how it felt like, bro. When it was like, oh dang, no more Squidward. Oh gosh, I'm going upstairs, bro. It just made me realize I was like, oh shit, it's very nighttime, and then my room is dark, and I'm really scared. That's what it feels like, bro. That is a stupid thing to be scared of, bro. But back in the days, man, I don't know. This was haunting some children's memories, bro. Alright, skip.
The other night I was in bed, and because I can't scroll on my phone without playing something in the background, I put on one of my favorite comfort shows.
My favorite comfort show was SpongeBob. You know, one time. Oh my god. One time what? What did you do one time?
Season 1 of SpongeBob. And after what felt like only a few minutes, I heard a familiar sound that gave me a mini heart attack. The end credits to SpongeBob. In an instant.
I mean, I don't get that much of a PTSD, but like, you know what I mean. There was some sort of Mickey Mouse marathon I did. I thought it was because it was always, bro. You would have been scared if you were on Cartoon Network back in 2015, bro. You know, Teen Titans Go. That shit aired like 24/7. Teen Titans fucking Go. Holy shit. Anyways, yeah, I don't know why people were scared of that, bro. I don't know, man. Teen Titans Go. Yeah. Hold on. Stream videos. What makes CGI? I was actually curious on this. Speaking of Mickey Mouse,
some of the most Superman's mouth, Doctor Strange's eye, MODOK's floating head, Axel's floating head, exploding Elena, ice skating Flash.
Okay, to be fair, ice skating Flash wasn't really terrible CGI. It's just like how people would, maybe it's like a realistic depiction of how people would run if they had super speed. But we don't know. We don't know about that though.
Black Adam, looking like a thumb. What do all these shots have in common? They're universally ridiculed for having terrible.
It was just a flaw. In, that Flash was just a flaw in direction. I don't know, bro.
Visual effects and CGI. But have you ever stopped to wonder why? In this video, let's look at some of the most infamous shots in DC and Marvel movies and analyze exactly why they stuck out so much. Let's break.
Okay. If it was like that. Yeah, I mean, like, kind of a director flaw. Yeah, man, fuck the director. Anyways, as I was saying, let me ask you this: what defines bad CGI? I mean, to my knowledge, bad CGI is not really terrible effects. It's how you do the effects that's terrible. That's sometimes, and there's two possibilities to that. One, yes, if you can't see the CGI. Two, it looks realistic, but it looks like ass. Like the Transformers, Michael Bay, Megatron. You know what I mean?
Break them down, fix them up, and by the end of it all, maybe get to the bottom of the age-old question. What makes CGI bad? First, let's start with Superman's mouth. It baffles me to this day why DC chose to put their most glaring visual mistake at the very...
What's wrong with Superman's mouth? Can't look bad if the visual art was just... yeah, man. Very... What's wrong with Superman's mouth again? I can't really tell what's bad about the CGI scene.
Start of the movie. You see, Henry Cavill had already finished filming Justice League, but when DC wanted him back for reshoots, he couldn't shave off his mustache because Mission...
That was his mustache. The mustache is killing me.
Possible fallout wouldn't let him. So DC had the impossible task of recreating the entire lower half of his face. Compared to this, creating a supervillain like Steppenwolf is easy, since he's already fully CG. It's also straightforward to create a living, breathing CG human. But the moment you start to mix the top half of something with the bottom half of something else, you're gonna run into problems. Because human faces... are the one thing each and every one of us sees on a daily basis. Now, I'm not looking at Henry Cavill every day, but a quick image search brings up all these pictures, and right away, you can see that he has this huge smile. But here, they never let him smile all the way. He rests in this
I can see.
between place, never committing and just freaking us out, honestly. It's too blurry, washed out, and a little red. Just to experiment, let me bring one frame into Photoshop. All I'm doing is sharpening it a bit.
They basically couldn't bother making the whole head CGI. Yeah, they had to do a masking thing for some reason and combining his top half and his bottom half, which is weird.
Upping the contrast and shifting the colors. Even though the lip shape still isn't right, already it looks a little more integrated. So how did this slip through the cracks and end up on IMAX screens all
Alright, Lem, goodbye.
over the world? Well, poor planning, a rush deadline, and DC biting off way more than they could chew. Now on to 2021's Black Widow. It's a
Yes, the iconic explosion scene that was so bad, bro.
bold move, making an entire movie about a character who already died in another movie 2 years earlier is
I don't know why, yeah. They killed Black Widow, which makes sense. I don't know why they made a whole movie about her, like, after her death. Which seems kind of weird.
bold the right word. But the one shining light was the fun new addition of Yelena Belova.
Ugh, that was disgusting.
And when she wasn't talking about pockets for hours, she was spunky, sassy,
The CGI is so bad. Basically no lighting whatsoever, bro.
and stopped the sinister soldiers with the ultimate self-sacrifice.
Don't do it! This was fun!
Now, this can be broken down into two parts. The first is the painfully obvious blue screen. It's great when you have a physical set to shoot on that the actors can jump around in. But when a location is just too far, too expensive, or too fantastical, we need green and blue screen to create that vision. So what went wrong with these shots? Well, let's break it down into layers. The background is a blue cloudy sky. Then
Yeah.
there's some black smoke, Yelena on top of that, some embers floating by, and finally, more black smoke on top of everything. And it's that final layer of smoke in the foreground that ruins the shot. It only reads on screen over Yelena, so she just gets super dark and muddy, and it leaves behind an obvious edge that looks unnatural.
Bro, I would die laughing watching this in the cinema.
You might say, come on, no one's zooming in that close. But watch what happens when I shrink this shot down. It looks even more cut out. The second part of all this is the idea that a person can just peacefully blow away like a Forrest Gump feather from a raging explosion. This is what should have happened to her. Am I right? Of course, I've never stood next to a blazing inferno. Couldn't tell you exactly what would happen to me. But all this shot does is to remind you how there's zero stakes. How Marvel wanted her alive just to plug her into the next Disney Plus show. Called
Boo. Disney Plus show.
And speaking of things that didn't matter, let's get into Doctor Strange's third eye.
Green screen, boom, masking, boom, open eye. That's basically how Annoying Oranges does their effects. That's what they did with Doctor Strange.
Ooh. For the life of me, I'll never understand why Marvel did this. Set up a cliffhanger in the mid-credit scene, just to resolve it in the post-credit scene. But I will admit, the third eye here is probably the least offensive on this list. Why? Because on a technical level, it works. If you were to pause at any point and zoom into the eye itself, it looks identical in color and sharpness to the other two, right under it. As he ducks out towards the end, the motion blur matches on every frame. The eye sits on his face in a way Superman's upper lip never could. Sure, there's no eyebrow, which is the main thing throwing me off. Would it look better with an eyebrow?
Where would an eyebrow even take place, bro? Why would he just grow it, man?
Kind of. It makes me think of Fallout when we meet this guy for the first time, who, due to random mutations throughout hundreds of years, ends up with one eye. To see the process they went through to make this visual effect work, it's obvious that they approached it technically in all the right ways. And as viewers, we need to be open-minded enough to admit that there's a difference between bad CGI and CGI that just didn't work for me. After all, it's a comic book movie. People flying everywhere, giant monsters running around, and a little eye on a forehead gets you mad? So is this bad CGI? No, not really. Does it take a little time to get used to? Yes, absolutely. But after Multiverse of Madness, the piggies were eaten good, because Love and Thunder released just 2 months later.
I think Love and Thunder had good CGI. Never really noticed anything bad about CGI for Love and
And
Thunder.
the one thing people absolutely hated, besides the screaming goats of course. Sorry to do that to you. I know we all still have GTSD. The one thing that people brought up as the worst example of CGI throughout the whole film happened here.
Astrid, are you okay?
I no longer go by the name Astrid. I now know as Axel.
If you were lucky enough to watch this movie in theaters, you might have caught Marvel's first attempt at this effect. But as they often do, they redid the CGI for DVDs and Disney Plus. If you compare the two, you'll see that with months to fix it, all they did was add a smudged out yellow aura around him and crank up the chromatic aberration. For those of you unaware, chromatic aberration is what happens when a camera lens can't focus all colors of light to the same point, resulting in areas of an image where we see red, green, or blue outlines. In almost every visual effect throughout comic book movies and TV shows, you'll always see it in some way or another, and in small doses. It works, but when it's pretty much the only thing they rely on, that's where things fall flat. And the fact that this entire effect exists simply to have this back and forth about the name Axel.
Axel.
Astrid.
Axel.
Astrid.
Axel!
You got time for this? Aren't you locked up in a cage? In space? How are you all breathing, by the way? The shame here lies in how great Love and Thunder could have been. Like for the shadow monsters on the black and white planet, did you know they had kids draw what scared them? And then the CG team recreated lifelike versions of them? I'd watch an entire movie just about these guys. There were good ideas being thrown around, but a few shots could have used a little more time in the oven.
Thor Love and Thunder was such a wasted potential, man. Wasted potential of a movie, bro. It could have been as good as Ragnarok, but they just couldn't make it good. Wasted character writing, bro. Gore is such a good villain, but sadly, just mismanagement with the fucking writing.
Or maybe floating heads were never meant to look right. Now let's check in with Black Adam. As the bad guys are getting away, he flies up to catch them, resulting in this unfortunate moment. I always think of Casper, where Bill Pullman uses a plunger on Stretch's nose.
Out of all the things in this list, I don't think the Black Adam CGI is too bad. Like just him flying.
Same energy. The problem here is that the whole movie is trying to sell you on the idea that Black Adam is bigger than life. His backstory, his introduction, all these shots where we see him hovering like a savior, they want you to think of him as some mythical figure akin to the Greek gods. But even though this entire sequence does take place high in the clouds, when the director pointed the camera straight at the Rock's face, it made him look a little less imposing. And if that wasn't bad enough, he's also changing the focal length, warping the perspective, and emphasizing the disconnect between head and body. You can imagine they really wanted this to be a badass moment, but unfortunately, it had the opposite effect. And then he catches up, smashes the hoverbike, plummets into a field.
I mean, come on, man. You can't really make Black Adam a Mary Sue, bro. Perfect character. No flaws whatsoever.
By the way, oh my god, Mr. Dwayne Johnson, you are so cool. And gets up without a scratch. I mean, not even a little dirty or wet after being dragged through a rice paddy. We, the audience, end up feeling more distant than ever to the anti-hero we're supposed to connect with. And so, in a movie meant to change the hierarchy of power in the DC universe, we were left with this, an everlasting image of the hubris of The Rock. And now we venture into the quantum realm. I had high hopes for this movie. Remember the trailer?
Quantum Realm, bro. Could have done so many things right, just like Love and Thunder, but did so many things wrong.
That ominous Kang voiceover where he talks to Scott about making up lost time? That didn't happen. The serious tone making you think someone was gonna die? That didn't happen. But the biggest disappointment was how they handled my boy MODOK. It's hard to say exactly what would have been the right approach.
I'm gonna show y'all how he looks like, bro.
And blew it up, and then add all the CGI on top of that. Still would have looked horrible, but at least this would have been someone the audience was familiar with. Instead of this weird, by making it fully CG and squashing his facial features down, occasionally forgetting to animate him, but we'll let that slide. We were left with an unrecognizable monstrosity that was hard to connect with. On paper, that's probably what they wanted MODOK to be. But by filming the actual actor, it might have been a little less of a distraction. And in a movie with quite a lot of distractions, that would have been great. And finally, let's talk about 2023's...
Man, sucks for the MODOK, bro. MODOK had one of the best designs, bro.
The Flash. It's
in Marvel Comics, not fucking Ant-Man Quantumania.
bringing this movie up, because while it's pretty much unanimously hated for its double-berry deepfakes, the cartoony-looking babies, and CG recreations of actors they could have just shot anyway, I thought there was a great underlying story there about guilt, regret, and making peace
Flash was a decent movie. I wouldn't call it bad.
with the things you can't change. But people don't seem to remember any of that. What they do remember, though, is this shot. It honestly pains me that this whole sequence couldn't have been better, so let's go into the many reasons it wasn't. First is the jarring transition of going from a fidgety, and I mean fidgety Barry Allen, to a robotically smooth CG model. I've seen behind-the-scenes footage of how he actually ran on set. Look at all the subtle, jerky ways his arms move around. By completely replacing all of that with this, just shows it for what it is, a run-cycle animation.
Reminds me of how they used motion capture with Sonic Adventure, and it looks so fucking funny.
And it's not just the movement of the shot, but his texture. Just moments ago, we zoomed in super close to his face, all the imperfections of his skin, the determination in his eyes, to now just a lifeless husk as the camera rotates around. On top of all that, the environment he's running through suddenly becomes super empty. Just look at all the passerby in these shots. Nowhere to be found here. It's a problem the CW show struggled with too, and the Spider-Man games. People just vanish. I get that it's time-consuming to create a populated city, but just plant a few hundred colorful blobs here and there. They don't even have to move. The fast camera would make you believe they are. Now let's take a look at frames like this.
That's true.
This, and this. Notice how the glow from his lightning onto the ground is completely smooth right before he took off.
It's so funny, bro, seeing all these bad CGI models, bro.
Look at all the cracks in the pavement still show up. It planted him firmly into the scene. By neglecting that connection for these wide shots.
And now it's silky smooth, bro. It's so funny.
Is. And as far as his feet gliding across the ground, well, it was either that or this. They did have this shot later in the movie that explains how his feet end up gliding. But by then, the damage was done, and this one shot became the lasting image of the whole movie. Look.
What sucks is it's a really good opening scene for The Flash, bro. It's just a really it's such a shame. The CGI was so funny.
Realistic CGI is incredibly hard to achieve. There's a reason the credits after every comic book movie are 1,000,000 miles long. For every teeny tiny name you're not even looking at because you want to check Instagram while you're waiting for the mid-credit scene, there's a person behind it. Someone with a family. Someone who spent days, weeks, or even months on a single shot. So with this much time and care...
Hello, yes. Bro, I was about to end stream, bro. You were late, man. I was over 1 hour in. After this video, I'm probably gonna end stream and eat lunch, bro.
Put into these movies, you'd think that bad CGI wouldn't really happen anymore. But with audience demands getting higher and movie studios paying lower, they can and they probably will for a long time to come.
And that's why I'm never watching a Marvel movie ever again. Yeah, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy. That's how you do CGI there. Guardians of the Galaxy had good CGI, bro. Man, that was such a good movie. I'll talk about Guardians of the Galaxy in the next stream, bro. Because it was actually a really good movie. Volume 3 was so good, bro. Now, do I like it better than the second one? No, I'm not sure about. That I'm not really sure about.
All we can do is to better understand what makes CGI bad, but maybe have a bit more compassion for the artists behind the pixels. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble. Hey, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the net.
Anyways, that's it from me. I'm gonna go eat lunch. Whether I stream later on, I do not know. We'll have to see about that. Goodbye.